2. Welcome into Studio S. We've got the 3 box up. We have Anita Marks joining us from the Casa de Marks. That place to be. We've got Bella DiCamillo in our update desk. And of course, we have Matt Grecia, who's here joining us in studio to trade the games live on the 1 p.m. slate of the National Football League. And then we're going to preview the 4:15 slates. Thanks for being here, Matt.
Dude, thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm grateful to be here.
Yeah, it's going to be a ton of fun. Let's go out live now to Casa de Marks. Anita, you teased it during the week. You said this is the place to be. We're going to have libations. We're going to have football and food. What is up, Anita?
It's just, listen, this is how I spend my Sundays. This is how we roll here. I've got 5 dogs. I've got 2 great friends who love football. We just did our gift exchange for Christmas.
Yes.
I'm winning money on Sport Trade. I've got my pink bubbly. I mean, like, who has it better than me? Nobody. Maybe you, because Argentina won.
How about it,
today, Dan?
How
Maybe
about
you
it?
have it better than me right now.
Soccer expert Dan Koob here, who watched exactly 0 soccer, was able to predict that Argentina would win. Let's go out to our update desk. And Bella, we just had a big trade come in, Bella, on a team that would probably surprise you. What's up?
48.5 shares at $59 for the Texans, plus 3.5 against the Chiefs. Total shares were sold around $2,000.
Wow, $2,000 on the Texans. That is surprising. We'll come back in here into Studio S, Matt. I know we were talking right before we got started here, and you were saying, maybe not the biggest sports guy, but what are you looking to do here as we're trading the final, the fourth quarter, about 6 1 o'clock games?
Yeah. So like I said, I am not the biggest sports guy. It's probably surprising that I'm even here. But I have used the Sport Trade app a few times, and I think it's super interesting because it kind of operates similar to stocks, obviously. That's like a big part of the point. So, yeah, I mean, my strategy last time was basically to just bet on whichever team had the ball.
Okay.
And, yeah, that's probably what I'm going to be doing.
I love that. We'll run you through the screen. So what you're seeing right now on your screen is obviously you've got Anita, and then you've got Matt and I in Studio S here in Camden. You've got Matt's phone right here. So Matt's going to be live trading on this phone. We'll show you the double trading phone as well. So my trades are on the right. If you're new to Sport Trade, what you're seeing on my phone here, the one that's jiggling up and down, Dan's iPhone, is our live updating portfolio. Now, I'm up $6 overall. I'll tell you my positions. Look, there's going to be a lot of positions flying around. We'll just say them as they come about. So I'm on the Eagles to win, the Texans to win, and the Detroit Lions to win. Quick note, the Texans are up 131% since kickoff. They opened the game at just $12 per contract. That's $12 a share if you're new to Sport Trade. They were then up to about $27.75, so up 131%. Matt, that's the kind of ROI that we're looking for here. As we're looking at some of the games, I'll run down the Sport Trade pricing here. We'll pull up the double phones, and I will go into the markets. So on your left are Matt's trades if he decides to make any while the screen is up, and I'll walk you through some of the markets. The Falcons and the Saints. This score right now is 21-18. The Falcons have the ball with 6 minutes left. The Falcons, though, just trading at $28. So I'm going to jump on that right now. So I am now in on Atlanta to win that football game. They have the ball on the 10-yard line. 6 minutes left. If they are able to produce some points or even put a drive together, that's going to go up in value. The Cowboys and Jaguars. The Jaguars are clawing their way back. They have taken the lead. It is 31-27. The Cowboys led this game, I believe, 21-7. Now 31-27. So the Jaguars are trading at 49. The Cowboys at 54.5. So what does that mean if you're new to Sport Trade? If it's anything under 50, that means that the Jaguars, of course, are plus money. You see the American odds there. That's plus 106, $48 per share. The Cowboys at 54.5. That's minus 130 now. The market just moved. The Detroit Lions and the New York Jets, one of the most exciting games of the day. 13-10 in favor of the Lions. 7 minutes and 53 seconds left to go in that game. 58-50 for the Lions. 42.5 now for the Jets. Again, these markets are updating in real time, so they're jumping around. Chiefs-Texans, what we just mentioned. The Chiefs at 80. Oh, this market just won't stop. The Chiefs are at 81 right now. The Texans at 21.5. The Texans are down 3, but have the ball, Matt, at their own 45-yard line. You've got a trade pulled up. What are we looking at?
Yeah, I just got in on the Eagles.
Awesome. If you want to go back to your portfolio, tell us exactly what you've got there.
Okay, I got 4 contracts. I'm betting on the Eagles to win.
Okay.
And I'm currently down $4. Up 14. It's moving around a lot.
Moving on. So you bought the Eagles to win here at 92.5. You have 4 contracts at 92.5, which means a 92.5% chance of winning the game. So you laid 370 for a potential return of 29.40. Now, a lot of traders maybe wouldn't do that. What's your rationale?
I'm just an all-in kind of guy, you know?
I love it. I love it. Anita, why don't you bring us up to speed on what your trades are?
Sure. So I got in on the Jacksonville Jaguars at $22. I like the Jags coming in today. I like them getting the 4.5. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick them to win. So I did. I got them at 22. So that's looking good for me right now, considering that it's 31-27, although the Cowboys do have the ball. I could sell it right now and make $27 a share. If you guys suggest I do that now, maybe that's what I'll do. I did like Carolina as well coming in. I didn't like the fact that the Steelers were back and forth in regard to who was going to be their starting quarterback today, but the Steelers obviously are up 21-13, and so I'm down $27 with that. And my friend here is a big Steelers fan. She's like, "Yes, Anita's losing money. Screw you, Tara."
What are friends for?
And so she's like, "Don't bet against my Steelers." And I have the Detroit Lions minus 1.5. Again, I have no faith in Zach Wilson, so I feel really good about that one. And I just bought the Texans. Listen, I love what the Texans are doing. They're going dual quarterback like we see in college, right? Like they're playing both quarterbacks. I think it's really screwing with a lot of defenses. So, and they took Dallas to the next level. Now they're taking Kansas City to the next level. So I bought Houston to win at $13. I'm up $9 right now a share.
Sorry, Anita. Sorry to cut you off during my reaction.
That's not going to be good for me.
The Eagles just doinked a field goal in their attempt to go up a full touchdown, to go up 7. Jake Elliott doinks it. Now, for those who are Eagles fans, you will remember 2019 playoffs, the double doink, which sent the Eagles to a playoff victory over the Bears at Soldier Field, and the exact same thing basically just happened for the Eagles. So, Matt, what do you do right now? You're double. Okay, so you're lowering.
It's on sale right now. That's how I'm looking at it.
Great way to put it. So Matt has just lowered his cost basis. He just bought the Eagles at $77.5. So now he has 5 contracts for $89.5. Bella, it sounds like we have an update.
Yeah, Dan, we definitely do. At the Falcons Saints game, someone just bought 51 shares of the Saints minus 3.5 at $28.50 a share. The total order size is around $1,500.
Wow. Okay, so $1,500 on the Saints to cover 3.5. Right now, they're up 3 with 2:51 left. You know what? Hey, you do whatever you want to do on Sports Trade. That to me seems like a tough number to cover, especially with that half point kind of hanging out there, Anita. Probably not a trade I would have made. That's fine. Let's go to the double trading phones here and look and see how we're doing. Again, I'm also on the Birds at 77.5. That trade's only up 5.5. The Texans, my trade is down $1.50. The Detroit Lions, I have them to win. Let's get a check in on that game because right now, the Jets just scored. Zach Wilson up the middle for a 1-yard touchdown. So the Jets pull ahead 16-13, and that explains why this Detroit Lions trade is now very much in the red. I'm going to hold on to that one. Lions have an explosive offense. Pittsburgh and Carolina, for those who have watched Market Movers, which is every day at 4 o'clock here on the same social channels, I have been adamant that I think the Bucs suck and that I think Carolina is a dark horse here to come up and win this division. And right now, Pittsburgh, with 2:40 left and change, just converted what looked like a 4th down with the Mitchell Trubisky sneak, a 3rd down rather. Mitchell Trubisky sneak for a 1st down. So the Steelers, Mike Tomlin is just inevitable. This team is probably going to finish 500. It's unbelievable. He's never finished below 500. Matt, what are you looking at?
Well, I'm down $70, but you know what they say, you can't lose if you don't sell, right? So we're holding on.
Okay.
I have hope.
I like it. I like it. As things have sort of unfolded, has anything surprised you so far, Anita?
Why?
We'll get back with Anita in just a sec. We did have a lot of big trades coming in, and I would be remiss if we didn't talk about the biggest trade, which was yesterday, that Vikings-Colts game, which was unbelievable, the largest comeback in NFL history. We had a trader, Matt, who bought in on the Vikings at $6. They were trading as low as $3. They built up their position so that they had over 300 contracts of the Vikings to win the football game. So they ended up actually taking home over $25,000.
No way.
Unbelievable. And we'll talk you through some of the biggest trades on Sport Trade, the platform itself today. We had one trader who bought over $600 of the Jets when they were down 7-0 at $34 per share, over 12 of those contracts. Then they came back into the market, did it again when they were at 46.5, so they brought their cost basis up a little bit. And then they did it one more time for $500. So they have built a position of about 41 contracts of the Jets to beat the Lions, which right now looks really good. We mentioned Zach Wilson with a touchdown run not too long ago. So that trade looking really good. Baltimore looked terrible last night. They looked absolutely awful. And we did have a trader who, despite the fact that Lamar Jackson expected to come back next week, but one trader dropped $1,400 worth of contracts shares on the Ravens to win the AFC North coming off of last night. Coming into today, we mentioned the Houston Texans have been a surprise team. Somebody has a $1,800 position, so that's 26.5 shares, 26.5 contracts. Again, price equals probability on Sport Trade of the Texans to pull it out today. So all of that, I think, on the whole, pretty surprising. We've got some price movements to walk you through as well. The three biggest price movements so far this year, so far this week on the app have been Cincinnati and Tampa Bay. The over 44.5 opened Tuesday at 47.75 per share. By kickoff, it was 59. That's a 23.56 rise in value. That's huge. I know I'm throwing a lot of numbers at you guys. Perhaps the most interesting, and Anita, curious for your thoughts on this as I'll bring you back up. The second largest price movement in our entire app, Anita, Denver to win Tuesday was 46.50. So 46.5% chance to win. Russell Wilson gets ruled out, and that number actually went up to 54. So it was 16% rise once Russell Wilson was actually ruled out of the game.
Yeah. Listen, he's been absolutely horrible all season long. So not surprising there. And there's like a photograph of him. It's gone viral. Him at a casino. Did you guys see that?
Yeah. I did say. It looked like he was sitting at a blackjack table. Look, just looking.
That's not going to go well.
Looking crestfallen.
What'd you say?
I said just looking crestfallen, looking miserable.
Yeah, I mean, he just looks, like just absolutely miserable. So no surprise there. He just, his season has just been absolutely horrendous. And I find it interesting, right? Because we thought like, oh, Russell Wilson's leaving Seattle, therefore Seattle's going to be absolutely horrible. Granted, they lost to the 49ers this past Thursday, but the 49ers defense is just ridiculous. So, and then he goes to Denver, and Denver now potentially could be up there and getting one of these stud quarterbacks coming out of college this year. So it'll be interesting to see if they do that, considering, them bringing in Russell Wilson and of course the amount of money that they're paying him. So, that change did not surprise me.
Bella, some large trades.
Yeah. So someone just bought 51 shares of the Bears plus 3.5.
Wow.
At $32 a share. Total order size is around $16.50. And also, I know you were talking about the Ravens. Someone literally just purchased $840 worth of shares for the Ravens to win the AFC North division. Those were 20 shares that were bought at $41.50.
I just don't get it, Anita. We talked about this on Market Movers this week. Thank you, Bella. We said they were the most overvalued team in the entire futures market. We thought the Bengals were a surefire winner in that division, and yet some people seem to think it's the Ravens, despite the fact that they looked terrible last night.
They look terrible. Now, granted, understand that the expectation is that Lamar Jackson is supposed to come back next week, but still, they just lost to the Cleveland Browns. Again, they looked horrible, couldn't engineer anything against the Browns defense. And I do believe Cincinnati is going to win today against the Bucs. So, if anything, I think the value play there is picking Cincinnati to win the AFC North.
Steelers' long field goal now makes it 24-13 with 1 minute left. So the Panthers are going to lose this game, unfortunately. Anita, I assume you'll be selling out of this Panthers to win position.
Yeah, but what I'm selling for what? I've lost $30. So what I'm going to sell, what's $1 going to buy me? Like nothing.
That's a commission fee. How about that?
No,
It's a processing fee.
That's done. That ship has sailed for sure.
All right. Matt, have you made some additional trades here?
Yep. I just got in on the Steelers winning.
Okay. At 97.5. Oh, hey, we hit $2 is $2.
Already up $2.
Hey, there you go. Hey, you know what? We like it. Different strokes for different folks. We love it. Taking a look at a spin around the board here. The Cowboys have taken the lead over the Jaguars. Now 34-31, just under 2 minutes remaining. The Jaguars have the ball at the 42-yard line, 3rd and 5 for them. The Chiefs and Texans, we are knotted up right now at $24. $24. That's what happens when you talk too many sport trade pricing. We are knotted up at 24-24. 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Chiefs and Texans. The Chiefs starting a possession around their 29-yard line. Give you an update on the home team, considering we're just across the river from Philadelphia. 6:40 remaining. The Philadelphia Eagles, who have turned the ball over 3 times today, leading 17-13 over the Chicago Bears. They're currently trading at 85.5. I'll pull up the 2 screens so you can look at our trades at 85.5. Now, this is what's really interesting about sport trading. You see, Matt and I are basically trading on the same outcome, but because of the difference in time in which we got our trades, that is the determining factor on who's up and who's down. So Matt got in with an average cost of $89.50. My average cost is just $72. So because of the difference in when we got in, that is determining that I'm up $5.50 and he's down $60. So an important distinction. An update here from Cowboys and Jags. Oh, it's a highlight of Dak Prescott throwing to Noah Brown for a touchdown. So that's how they went ahead. We'll switch our screens here. Let's see. Saints now have the ball up 21-18. Now, if you remember, Bella told us that somebody dropped over $1,000 on the Saints covering +3. It was Bella. I'll pop you back up here. Remind me. It was +3.5, -3.5. What was the trade?
For the Saints, it was -3.5.
-3.5. Oh, big play. Big play. Big play. Up top to A.J. Brown. Sorry, Bella. I kept you up on camera there. My apologies.
No, you're good. I'm excited too.
We'll go to the 3 box here. Hurts up top to A.J. Brown. Hey, guess what? I'm an Eagles fan. They go down inside the red zone. So an opportunity here for the Eagles to sort of blow this thing open, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Because as Anita knows, I dropped a big old position on the Eagles to win the Super Bowl this year at just $18 per share, which I thought unbelievable value. I don't love the fact that the Eagles run 4 verts all day, but they finally hit one there. Let's see. We're looking at the chat here. Hey, congratulations to Argentina. That's right. Argentina, congratulations to them. We talked about that a little bit earlier in the program. Argentina, of course, winning the World Cup, which you could have traded on our futures market. After their loss to Saudi Arabia, I think they were like $9.50 per share. And everything settles at 100 on sport trade. So you can imagine people doubling up there. Do you have an update on any more trades you're making, or is that just your Eagles trade there, Matt?
This is just my Eagles trade. I went after that single play. I went from being down $60 to now up 25. So, hey.
So a bit of a timing update. Bella told us about that Bears +3.5 trade. Right after that, Justin Fields was injured, limped off the field, and went to the locker room. So no bueno there. The Jets now trading at $72.50 to buy. So let's do a quick little check-in on that one, on that trade here. Let's go back into our portfolio. I've got the Lions in that game, down $26 now, down 26 overall. So not great there. It looks like the Panthers are kicking a field goal here. to make it 24-16 with 19 seconds left. So they don't have any timeouts. So we're having an onside kick happening for the Panthers at home, hoping to move to 6-8, but it looks more like 5-9 is in their future. Pittsburgh up in that game. Let's take a look at some of the other scores. Again, the Saints up 3 with under a minute remaining. The Lions and Jets, as we mentioned, the Jets up 17-13. Anita, curious for your thoughts as we turn our heads towards the 4:15 slate. Is there anything in the afternoon slate that you have your eye on? Anita, do we have you?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was
No,
just
no
refreshing.
No problem.
Really quick, before we get to that, I think it's important. Like, when you're buying when you're buying shares at $92, I'm just curious, like what's your share count? If you're buying at $92, then obviously, all that you can make in that share is $8. If of course that it's a winner for you, but what's the amount of shares that you're buying at $92?
Well, let's see here. I got 5 contracts on the Eagles, and I got 2 on the Steelers.
So go into your Eagles one, Matt,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll see what the return is. So a $50 return.
I'm just like I'm not gonna buy 5 shares at $92. It's not gonna do anything for me. So I'm assuming like you're buying like a lot of quantity at $92.
Well, I think the question here, Matt, is a philosophical one as opposed to a sports betting theory and a stock trading theory.
See, I'm big on okay. So this is potential profit is $51, right? That's over a 10% profit. So I'm cool with it.
No, I'm sorry. You said that you just bought shares of a team at $92.
Yeah, so he bought the Eagles at 92, and then he bought them again at 77.5.
Okay.
Yeah,
but okay.
So
right,
I think Matt's approaching it from more of a stock trading perspective.
Right, but I'm saying when you're buying a share at $92, you're buying a lot of quantity in order for it to really pay off for you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm asking I'm asking what your quantity, how many shares are you buying at 92?
Well, I bought 5 contracts.
Okay.
So
yeah.
So but you have 5 total.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, I think you bought 3, I want to say.
Yes, I think so.
So if you want to slide down into your trading activity, we can take a look. So you bought let's see,
4 and then
4
1, yeah.
contracts at 92.5, and then 1 at 77.5 to lower your cost basis. So there you go. I mean, that's what's so interesting about the app too, Anita, is we may approach this from a sports betting perspective, which is like, well, what kind of value exists for that? But Matt just said, hey, that's a return of 10%.
Yeah,
almost right. So I don't think that way. I think I can speak for Anita when I say she doesn't. She doesn't
probably
think that way
most people don't think that way. I'm a huge noob, so.
No, but you're approaching it from a different perspective.
I find that fascinating. So
Yeah.
I was just curious. In regards to the 4:00 games, what am I on? I love the New England Patriots. I think the New England Patriots, the way that they're playing defense now is tremendous. As horrible as I think Matt Patricia is in calling plays for Mac Jones, I'm seeing some type of uptick in success in what they're doing, as horrible as I think it is. And the Raiders are just, I think they're done. I mean, we saw it last week with Baker Mayfield, 3 days to prepare for the game. So I'm gonna play the Patriots to straight up win that game at $45. I love Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati absolutely demolishes the Tampa Bay Bucks. So I'm going to buy Cincinnati -3.5 at 49.5. I love Tennessee in the Chargers over. So I'm going to buy the over at 45.5, and you can get that at $55. And later on tonight, I love the Giants. Saquon Barkley had his best week of practice. Defensively, they're healthy. I think that Leo Williams and Lawrence are going to infiltrate the interior of that Washington offensive line and really get to Heineke. So I'm going to play the Giants to win outright at $34. And also, I know just looking ahead, I do like the Green Bay Packers. It's going to be single digits there on Monday night. Aaron Rodgers has played in those type of temperatures 36 times in his career. Baker Mayfield has only played in games that are below 30 degrees twice in his career. So I'm going to play the Green Bay Packers -7.5 at $48. So just in regard to what's still out there for the remainder of this slate, those are my plays.
So a lot happening right now. The Eagles have just scored a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, both on Jalen Hurts sneaks. They now lead 25-13. And the Texans and the Chiefs coming down to the final seconds here. The Chiefs just had a long rush from Patrick Mahomes. They're now in scoring position. Again, that game is tied at 24. I'm going to go ahead and pull that market up, and we'll see where everything is trading at. Right now, the Chiefs trading at 87.5, the Houston Texans at 13. This game coming right down to the wire, as all of the 1 o'clock games are. We're under 2 minutes in the Lions-Jets, the Cowboys-Jaguars, the Chiefs-Texans. The Eagles and Bears have 4:20 remaining. We do have some final scores as well. The Saints have won 21-18, and the Panthers have lost to the Steelers 24-16. Now, a perfect opportunity to make money on sport trade, especially when things are coming down to the wire. Let me find the correct market here. We're talking about the Cowboys and the Jaguars. Now, the Jaguars were trading at just $5, I'm told, by our amazing reporting staff. They were trading at just $5 as they try to pull closer to the Dallas Cowboys in the waning moments of this football game. They converted a third down and jumped from $5 all the way to $18.5. Now, you can do some simple math there. If you had bought, say, 4 contracts or 4 shares at $5.50, that jumps to $18.5. You can do that math in your head. The difference of there multiplied by 4. That's how you make money easily on Sport Trade. Bella, we're going to go back out to you at the update desk. It looks like there was a pretty decent-sized winner on the app.
There was. We just had a big win come in. Someone just profited $5,000 from the Panthers plus 4.5.
Okay, so 5 G's heading to a trader on the Panthers. Thank you, Bella. We're back inside Studio S. It looks like with 36 seconds and the clock running down, Kansas City is going to try to kick a field goal here in order to win the football game over Houston, who's just 11-1. Kansas City, of course, 10-3. So we've got our live trading phone up here for Matt. You're going to buy the Chiefs right now. I mean, the Chiefs are at 73. This is an amazing opportunity. They could kick a field goal to win the game.
All right, we're buying 3.
Okay, so Matt's going to buy 3 contracts at 73. Oh, now they're up to 95.5. Okay, so they jumped from 73 to 95.5. So it looks like you got it at 95.5 instead of 73.
Yeah.
Got to be quick on the buttons here. Kick us up, and it's no good. He missed it. Harrison Butker misses the kick.
No.
Oh, that was oh my God. That was a replay of a previous kick. Anita. I'm so embarrassed.
I just had a mini heart attack.
Oh my gosh. Who's really drinking the bubbly, Dan?
Oh my God, I'm gonna need a bourbon after this. That's for sure. I can't believe they just bamboozled me. 51-yard attempt here. Oh, the Lions have gone ahead of the Jets, 2017. Okay. So here we go, 51 yards.
You just said they missed the kick. That's what he was watching.
Kick is up, and he pushed it. He missed it.
Oh.
He missed it. I wasn't wrong.
He really missed it.
He really missed it this time. The Texans have 8 seconds left to win the football game.
Ladies, should we buy Houston right now?
So let's see. Well, if you look on your screen right now, so if we look at our screens here, Matt has them. The Chiefs are at 63-5 in a game that's probably going to go to overtime. So I'm going to hop right in right now, and I'm buying the Texans, baby. Let's ride the Lightning.
Done. Let's do it all together. Let's do it. Team.
Let's do it. Team play. All right, let's see if
it's not letting me buy it.
Yeah, right now we're in a period of volatility. So once that market gets
volatility, I want to buy the Texans right now. Please stop.
All right, well, we will revisit that. Let's see. My original Texans trade now is up $7. So there we go. My Detroit Lions trade, I mentioned the Lions have now pulled ahead. I mean, this is amazing, right? This is live trading at its finest. This is the witching hour of the NFL, 1 o'clock slate, and we're bouncing everywhere, everybody. So 2017 now, come back out to Studio S with Matt and myself. 2017 Lions. Let's see how we got there.
Do you really think Zach Wilson
is
going to engineer a comeback to either beat or tie the Lions?
Absolutely not.
I certainly don't.
With 1:49 remaining in the game, Anita, a Brock Wright 51-yard reception from Jared Goff gives the Detroit Lions a 2017 lead. And now it appears as though Zach Wilson is going to have to lead a touchdown drive here to win the football game. Justin Fields is back for the Chicago Bears, and he just threw a touchdown pass.
I just bought 3 shares of the Texans to win at $26.50.
I love it. I'm heading back into that market with you.
We're rooting for the Texans.
Let's go Texans. I'm doing 5 at 25.5. So now here's my total position on the Texans.
So fun. It's so freaking fun. I love it.
So Matt, what Matt's trying to do right now is get in on the party, but because he has a KC position, he can't take a position.
Do I take the loss on the Chiefs and get on the bandwagon
Ride
here?
the lightning, man. Ride the lightning. That's do
it. We're doing it.
Let's see. So I now have 6 contracts to the Texans to win at an average cost of $24.67. So let's go Houston Texans. In other news, unfortunately, the Chicago Bears have thrown a long touchdown pass. So 25-20 Eagles. Eagles receiving the football. Let's see. The Jets now driving under 1 minute. They're trading at 30 to sell, 35.5 to buy. Thank you to Jack Larkin for that heads up. He's been feeding us great numbers, fantastic numbers throughout the session here. I'm trying to catch my breath. Matt's making a trade. What do you got?
What's the latest with the Jags? I keep on looking back. I know, but they have the ball. It's 12 seconds left. Are they going to kick a field goal?
The Jaguars have the football, Anita. There's 12 seconds left. Down 3, 34-31. They have the ball in the Dallas 30. So probably a field goal attempt upcoming here. Let's see what they're trading at. Let's see if we can tie this thing up and send this to overtime.
Because I'm down now with the Jags.
Okay.
I got them at 22. I'm down to $4.
We're in a period of volatility with the Jags. So Matt, looks like you made some trades.
Yeah. So I did sell my position on KC, and I got 7 contracts. I got the Texans winning.
Okay. So we're all on the Texans. We're all on the Texans now. So let's go Texans. We're now in overtime. Let's see who has the ball. Looks like they're just about to kick off. We're monitoring this Jaguars game for sure. 31-34. Cowboys lead by 3. The Jaguars have the ball on the 30-yard line, and it looks like they're trying to ice the kicker here. Isaiah Pacheco returning a kick for KC. Looks like Kansas City will have the ball starting at their 9-yard line. Again, they are in overtime with the Houston Texans. As we are coming in for a landing here, folks, to quote Mark Zumoff. Eagles have recovered the onside kick. They're up 25-20 with 2:42 remaining. They have turned the ball over multiple times. They've played horribly on the road in Chicago, but with an opportunity to ice this game. Jalen Hurts now has thrown for over 300 yards, 2 interceptions, and I believe he has 2 rushing touchdowns, maybe 3 rushing touchdowns. Chicago now out of timeouts in that game. And at last check here, the Eagles now trading at 95.5 to win that football game.
Jags just tied it up, 34-all.
There we go, 34-all.
Okay, so group discussion. Discussion. Okay, so I'm up $17 per share in the Jags. Should I sell right now or should I hold?
I think you should.
I'm winning 17 per share.
So how many
shares?
Wow. Okay.
Shares.
So I'm not a math major, but 5 times 17 is
enough to sell.
Enough. But if the Jags win in overtime, I'm winning $78 per share.
What's the goal of Sport Trade, Anita?
See, that's
is it to win or is it to be profitable?
That's a pair of LVs. My girls are like, yeah, that's a pair of LVs.
I need you to send some of that Pinot down south. That's what I need. Again, what's the goal, Anita? Is the goal to win or be profitable?
Isn't it one and the same?
No, that's the thing.
What? Yeah. Okay. So my gut's telling me sell. My gut's telling me sell.
I'm with you.
But my shoe closet is telling me hold.
Okay.
My shoe closet is telling me hold.
I understand. That's a strong pull. So just 3 games remaining. The Lions have beaten the Jets. So the Lions have come back to defeat the New York Jets 20-17 that final. So trading has been halted. If you look on my screen, I had the Lions at 58.5. They're now about to get me $100, so a $40.60 profit on that trade. Trading has now been halted
What do I do?
in the Lions and the Jets. So again, 3 games now still being played in the 1 o'clock slate. The Patriots and the Raiders has kicked off, as has the Broncos and Cardinals. So we have Eagles and Bears, 2:37 left. The Eagles up 25-20 with the football. We are going to overtime in Jacksonville, tied at 34 between the Cowboys and the Jaguars. And we are in overtime with the Chiefs and the Texans. A 3rd and 1 here for the Kansas City Chiefs from the, looks like the 36-yard line here. It's a Patrick Mahomes pass to Travis Kelce, and he's got room to run. He is on the other side of the field, so now it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line of the Houston Texans. So Kansas City not helping our team play here. We'll